Hello folks, McBoxMono here to bring you the first episode of my brand new series, Climb to Diamond. Now this is a series focused on me climbing to Diamond rank in solo queue or dynamic queue, whatever I decide to play, in 2016. That is my goal for this upcoming ranked season, as I just finished Platinum last season. So this series is going to focus on lane matchups, pre-game decisions, in-game decisions, mistakes, and how I'm going to improve on them, and just general solo queue mentality and lessons. It is filmed live in front of a live studio audience, but I will add a lot of post-game commentary to kind of narrate the story and what I'm thinking in the game. So before we look into the game, I want to look at the pre-game conditions to see how I was in state of mind before I actually started the game. So this game was played on January 2nd at around 3 a.m. and this is during the preseason patch on 5.24, and this is in about Plat 4 Elo, around there, mid-Plat Elo. On New Year's Eve I went to a Skrillex show, and as you can see below, I was pretty messed up. Had a lot of fun, but I was very physically and sort of mentally sore. I didn't get to play for a day or so, so I wasn't in the most peak or prime conditions to play this game. So I got some sleep, and then I decided to have like a warm-up game of some sort. Even though it was ranked, I decided to play. Didn't get my role, so I ended up going Kha'Zix jungle. I've been spamming him normal, so I figured it would translate into success, but I was very wrong. Didn't work out, had a crappy game. Kind of tilted, not really that much, so I decided to cool off and play some Rocket League, because Rocket League untilts you because it's an awesome game. So, going into Champ Select, I actually get first pick blue side. This never happens. It was so strange for me to actually ban out champions and then initially pick Vel'Koz. It was so strange. Anyways, I decided to ban Fizz, Tahm Kench, and Kindred. Now, I probably should have banned Zed, since I don't really play well against Zeds, and also Zed's a pretty highly contested pick right now. So looking back, I should have banned Zed, and I banned Fizz and Kindred because I have a really tough time dealing with them in lane, and it's also a pretty good ban to do anyways. So, I actually, they pick Zed and also Rengar, two champs that do very well against me. So, I go for my anti-assassin rune page, which is, AP blues, Armor Yellows, Armor Quints, and Magic Pen Reds. Now, it's a very strange rune page, but the page is designed to survive during the laning phase and not get bursted down by 80 heavy comps. So, I also go 12-18-0 Thunderlords, and I decided to take Feast as the only unusual thing that I would do in the Cunning Tree. I would choose Feast so I could have more sustain and do better against Zed instead of Double-Edged Sword, which favors Zed a little bit more. Looking at their team comp, they had a very strange team comp. They've got 280 assassins, unless Rengar whips out his AP Rengar Night Blue build, which I kind of doubt will happen. So they have 280 assassins, and Teemo and Kalista need peel in order to do their jobs properly. One Trundle with one pillar and kind of softer CC will not do the job that really needs to do for this team comp. Our comp, however, looks pretty solid except for the Smite Ignite Lee Sin. I really don't understand it. I looked up the dude's profile. He's Korean. I'm not sure if that's something you do in Korea, but he decided to go Smite Ignite, and I don't know how well it would really pay off, and it didn't really work out as well as he probably planned, but it's whatever. But our comp is really solid because Annie and Lee provide really solid engage and also can peel pretty well, and MF and I can do a lot of backline damage, and Nasus also can get really big and do a lot of damage. So the last thing we're going to look into before the game starts is Vel'Koz versus Zed in that matchup. Now, something to take note of was that Zed was a smurf. He had about 12 games won, he was gold 4, but he was still in my MMR, and also had 100% win rate on Zed, so that's a clear indicator that he's a smurf. Zed is also the second and third strongest lane counter to Vel'Koz. I would say Yasuo and Fizz do much better against Vel'Koz than Zed does, but Zed also takes a pretty hard shit on Vel'Koz, and it's really hard. So the keys to winning this game is dodge his damage, mainly his shurikens in lane. Exhaust is 100-0 combo. Use E when he ults you. That means once he uses his death mark, put that E right behind you, and he should be able to get knocked up and have a harder time dealing damage to me. And the more I harass him, the harder it will be to assassinate me. So harassing him is one of the major keys to success here. DJ Khaled would be proud, and also don't get Rengar. So the game starts off, and already mistakes are being made 2 minutes in. Take a look. all of that. Oh my god. That oh my god was me realizing I made a mistake and probably could have done something about it. I was slow in realizing Lee actually invaded and I wasn't paying attention or using my map awareness. Even Annie was starting to roam. Now, to be fair, Rengar had his blue warded, and it took me about 3 seconds later to realize Zed was missing. So Zed was already on his way 3 seconds after I realized that he was going to roam. So I wasn't looking at the map, decision making and map awareness was a key error there. The general laning phase, I actually traded rather evenly. I was landing trades on Zed, but I wasn't hitting enough Qs as I would have liked to. However, I was having bigger issues. I could not last hit to save my life. I have no idea what was going on, but I could not CS at all. I credit mainly due to the fact that I was playing a lot of jungle beforehand and I was playing a lot of normal games, so I wasn't really taking CSing as seriously or I wasn't paying attention that much. Typically, I'm up 80% of the time in CS in all of my games. I'm rather good at farming, that's what I credit myself that I'm good at with Vel'Koz. However, I soon realized that I was not going to win this game if I just stayed in my lane the whole time. I noticed how gankable Teemo was, so I went after him. Barely got him there. Can you say just the tip? That was the very edge of my ultimate. I was only able to get 2 stacks of my passive off, but Lee Sin could finish him off as well. So I also got Teemo's flash and the whereabouts of Rengar to make Nasus more involved, and slowly I'm getting my teammates to help me shut down this Zed and the rest of their team. However, Zed's finding kills around the map. Even though our team's doing pretty well, Zed is picking up a lot of kills, even though he is dying a little bit here. But, you know, this Zed's really good. Like, he can definitely outplay me. Whoa. Yeah, that play left me speechless there. Very quality play there. Now, it is noteworthy that we have to look at Zed's build. He's rushing Hydra and got Moby boots. Now that is a clear indicator that he wants to roam. He's playing aggro and shoving the lanes, and then he can roam bot or top faster than I can follow him because he has tier 2 boots that allows him to roam really quickly while I'm still behind my build and I have a Seekers. Now, he does roam bot and there's a huge skirmish in our Clown Fiesta bot lane. However, we're strong enough bot lane to pull ahead, and thanks to Andy and the CC and the skirmish ability of our team, we are able to pull ahead of that fight even though I did absolutely nothing. But it is pretty clear that I'm playing a very supportive role in my team. I'm not necessarily dominating my lane, but I am calling when he is missing and acknowledging that this is how I'm going to win the game. So now it's getting to the point where our team needs to start grouping up for objectives in order for us to win the game here, and thankfully I finally do something. That trinket ward is the real MVP there. It just saved my ass from that team fight, or at least we wouldn't have won it. Anyways, I was lucky I was able to get my ulti off and get some damage to finish off Zed there. But now, I'm realizing if we just group, it's an easy win. So I roam top again, and pick up Rengar and Teemo. Now, they're both very vulnerable. They dumped everything on Nasus, so I know I could kill them. So, I'm realizing if I just keep doing this, this is an easy win. Nasus is huge. Everyone else in our team is pretty huge too. This is an easy win, unless I don't use my summoner spells. I don't know if he uses Shadow yet. Thanks, Tom, and if you look at our instant replay right here, you can see that AJ has flashed the whole entire time and he didn't even use it. Wow, my voice is so fried. Anyways, yeah, didn't use my summoner spells, don't know why. That's literally an error of me not focusing hard enough or not being attentive. Use your summoner spells, use it instinctively, it's something you have to learn. Anyways, Nasus gets a double kill, and at this point the whole team is discouraged, and it's GG. We win the game, forfeit at 20. So, we're going to go over the mistakes and the pros that I did that game. So let's start with the mistakes first before we go to the pros. I got 1v1 3 times by Zed. He was a very talented Zed, and one of the times was a clear outplay. The other 2 times could have been prevented because I got greedy. One time I wanted to get more turret damage and more CS, and the other time I wanted to get blue buff before I backed, and Zed saw me. So Zed clearly knew how to abuse me when I got greedy, and that's what really put me behind this game. I also CS terribly. I did really badly at first, then kind of came back, and then just focused on Rome. I think I got 100 CS at 20 minutes, which is terrible. Should be way better. But I can credit these errors to being not 100% attentive or paying attention a lot. I was very tired. I had just woken up. I was kind of hungry. I was still kind of hungover and a little sick. So it was clear that I shouldn't be playing solo queue or force myself to be more alert whenever I play. Now, moving on to the pros, I helped my team a lot by just getting carried. I didn't try forcing plays against Zed to get ahead. I just roamed with him, communicated when he left lane, and just generally fed Nasus, and bot lane kind of did it on their own, and Lee Sin also helped out a lot as well. So this is a perfect instance that getting carried is okay in solo queue. Sometimes you may only have to carry, but when it's a hard lane matchup, then, you know, helping your teammate out and roaming around the map is what you're supposed to do to help you win these games. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this series. Apologies for the long video and my voice. I will try to figure out how to make this more concentrated next time. So please give me a subscription. Wow, I can't talk anymore. Please give me a like and a sub if you really enjoyed the video, and I appreciate you guys watching. Have a great new year, and hope you guys see you guys soon.